Hello and welcome to The Margin. I'm Michael.
I'm Arian. Nice to meet you.
Thank you, I appreciate that. And, I'm just gonna... This is the show, the weekly tech news show where I talk about tech, software, and gadgets and stuff like that, apparently.
Yeah.
This episode 4 and this recorded March 12th, 2024. If anything happens, I'm sorry. And this, as usual, the worst time to film.
Yeah,
Per
I'm a
usual.
big fan. Watched all 3 episodes.
That's great. Good job. I actually didn't know this was on TV, but it is. So, that's great.
Yeah, that's good.
You'll be on TV. You'll get your whole family to watch.
Yeah, we get pirated TV, so I don't know.
I mean,
We get those. Wait.
if you buy it and you don't own it.
Speaking of illegal tech, do you know about those Indian pirated TV boxes?
No.
Every. All right, so I'm Indian. All right, for those. If that's not obvious already, okay.
I think I know, but okay.
But there are pirated, basically there's boxes like IPTV, look it up, that will pirate the the TV, like they'll just pirate cable TV, so you don't actually have to like pay $200 for it, and every
$200?
yeah, cable TV is
A
$200.
month?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
What?
Well, you
My
nowadays
parents don't pay for cable TV.
no nowadays they're getting it cheaper with like YouTube TV and stuff with
YouTube.
like.
What the? I know YouTube TV is like $60 a month.
Yeah, but like if you want Spectrum traditional cable TV, it's like $200, somewhere around those lines.
Wait, Tim, did you know that? Oh, did you know that cable TV is like $200? That's crazy. I didn't.
I mean, he works at Westboro TV. I don't know if
Well, I get it.
mean-
I didn't know it was so expensive. I'm sorry.
All right, getting more into
The news?
The news about tech. The recent release of the MacBook Airs have made.
Oh,
some
from my
headlines.
favorite company. What's my favorite company?
Isn't like Google?
Well, no, I was gonna joke sarcastically and say that was Apple, but
Yeah.
anyways, whatever. Yeah, we have M3 MacBook Air, 15-inch and 13-inch.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So
It looks the same.
So if the camera watches the computer I have, it's the M3, but
Show,
it's a MacBook
pick it up.
Pro.
Show the
So
camera.
this is from a
Show
couple.
the SD card slot.
Yeah, it's got the slot. Hey, the MacBook Airs don't have these, so
Yeah, but where's the USB-C port on the
bro,
other side?
we don't talk about that.
We don't talk about
They
that.
have to save money. Apple. Apple. They're always trying to make their products affordable for their consumers, and
So that machine is what I call the status symbol MacBook Pro,
well,
which
okay,
has been
okay.
replaced. Which
Okay.
has replaced the Touch Bar MacBook Pro. What else is it? Tell me.
Okay. I think that it's definitely a little overpriced, but I think that it's
A little overpriced?
Well,
No. Fine.
Let me
What are the specs? Tell me the specs.
10 core. It's
I don't care about that. How many gigs of RAM does it have?
8,
How many gigs of storage?
512.
That's actually not bad, but the RAM. Why 8 gigs of RAM? Tell me.
Well, because it's 1600 cut down from, I believe it
But
was.
wait. With this like M3 MacBook Air now, you can get the same chip, right?
Well, weaker. It depends which version you're talking about. You're talking about the $1,300 one, yeah.
Okay, no. Let's go on the website. Fine, let's go on the website. I just need to start screen recording. Actually, can I use your computer? Because it looks nicer on the screen recording.
No.
No, okay. Well, you're too cheap for that.
Because I don't want to get into another conflict between like, I screen record something and I have to send it to you,
Oh,
and then it doesn't work because you have an
Fine.
Android phone.
fine.
And
That's fair. Fine. That's fine. I can agree with that. Fine. Then I'll open it.
Yeah.
Apple. So, but tell me more about this MacBook Air.
Well, if you look at the specs, it's. You mean this MacBook Pro, right?
No. Yeah, sure.
Well, it's just a better computer, like
Oh, it's a better computer. How?
not pound for pound, but like.
Oh, pound for pound.
Do you know what pound
oh.
for pound means? Like.
No, I don't.
yeah.
But I don't care enough.
Pound for pound means like basically value, but it by raw sheer force, it's the better computer. It's got a 10
Raw
core.
sheer force. I'm sorry. Fine. I'm opening MacBook Air right now. If I can. If the Wi-Fi loads. The Wi-Fi is horrible here.
You got legacy ports on this, okay?
Legacy ports? That's what you're gonna call them? Legacy ports. HDMI and an SD card slot is a legacy port.
Wait, but you don't have them on a. You have to buy dongles. So think about that, right? and those dongles aren't nearly as efficient.
A
or fast as
dongle is
these.
like $12.
No,
No,
not
okay,
a good
fine.
one. Not a good one.
Okay,
And not
well,
one that
let's-
has both an HDMI and an
damn it.
SSD. and an
Let's talk
SD
about
card.
this. Fine. I can't pull up because the internet here sucks. There it is finally. Oh, okay. So, so basically the new stuff is it looks the same as last year's 15-inch and 13-inch MacBook Air. Comes in the same colors: Midnight Silver, Starlight, and Space Gray. Midnight being very beautiful, but Space Gray being the best. But Midnight has the new anodization anodization finish. Which basically means it has less fingerprints and smudges unlike the last one,
Yeah.
which looked very...
Yeah, it didn't. It looked iffy.
Yeah. But, so it doesn't completely take away all the fingerprints.
No, not at all.
Not all of them.
Especially if you use it like I use a MacBook. This thing is I don't know if the camera sees this, but this thing is filthy. Absolute. And I clean this often. I clean it like once a week. I mean, I don't know.
That's often.
That's often for me. I mean, most people think about it. The average person doesn't even clean their computer at all.
But first of all, I just want to pay my tribute to the wedge. It's gone.
Oh yeah, the wedge. No one liked it. No. To be fair,
know-
for its time, it was iconic, right? When Steve Jobs unveiled it, it was iconic. But now, no one wants that. People prefer more. They don't like that
Okay.
tapered off design.
That looks cool. The flat design looks
Yeah.
cool. But what was so cool about the wedge is now the M3 or M2 MacBook Air is the thinnest Apple computer ever. Well, thinnest MacBook you can buy. Fine. The thinnest
Yeah.
one was the 12-inch. May it rest in its glory that it didn't have. It was a horrible computer, but it's fine. So basically, when you picked up the wedge, do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
It felt thinner than the new.
It felt
is.
thinner, but it wasn't thinner.
Which one's more important? Feeling thinner or being thinner?
Being thinner.
No,
for
I think
sure.
it's feeling thinner.
Being thinner, because when you have 80 books in your backpack, you need your computer to be as thin as possible. And when you're picking it up and gripping it,
It's like 2 millimeters. You're arguing about 2 millimeters.
Well, I'm saying that just because you feel that something's thinner, you can feel that it's thinner here, but when you actually get to the back of it, it's an illusion. It's a tapered off design. It doesn't work like it should. When you're from practical use scenarios, I'm saying like when you put this in your backpack, yeah, it's 2 millimeters, but it.
Can you get closer to your mic? I'm sorry.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's 2 millimeters, but it's more of a difference than you think it would be, especially when this is a computer you're gonna use for 4, 6, 7 years. This is something you need, and that can make a difference from the being realistically thin to being.
Well, I disagree, but okay. Basically, the wedge is gone, and now the M2 MacBook Air is the base MacBook Air you can buy for $999.99.
No. That's a 13-inch M2.
That's what I said.
But
Basically, it's replaced now. Okay, can you pull up the specs of your computer? Let's compare.
the MacBook Pro. That's kind of.
No, just click the Apple logo in the corner.
Yeah, I know.
You know, other companies don't put their logos onto their software, but okay.
Because
Just like-
Apple's like a little kid. Like, they just like to brag about themselves.
Oh, so you're admitting that?
Yeah, I
That's
absolutely
nice.
do.
That's nice. Okay, so pull up the specs. Let's see.
Well, hold on.
Oh my God! Just click the
So-
Apple logo. Click the
No,
about.
but it doesn't have anything there. Like, wait, let me.
Oh my God!
It's not gonna be good for anyone.
Fine, I'll cut part of it out. Okay, so. Then how the hell do I see that? Okay, fine. Then I'll just open. You were in Chrome, right? No, you weren't.
No, it's in Safari.
You were in Safari.
The objectively better browser.
No, it's not. But
For
okay.
Macs, it's just faster.
Maybe it's faster. Okay, so you have the 14-inch base, right? I'm just gonna select that. Okay, so I'm assuming you just have the base of everything.
Yeah.
That's $1,599, and you are getting 8 gigabytes of RAM, 512 gigabytes of storage, and a power thing, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah, I got 70 watts. Only 35 For the Airs, by the way, it doesn't charge as fast.
No, it's not just 35
And 4 hours more battery life on that.
on the MacBook Air actually.
No, on this.
Fine. Fine. Hey, I'll talk about this. Apple M3 chip with 8-core CPU, 10-core GPU, 16-core neural network, 8 gigabytes of unified memory, or RAM, as civilized people call it, 512 gigabyte SSD, which is actually not bad, 14-inch liquid Retina XDR display, 70-watt power adapter. It does have the ports, but that doesn't matter. Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Well, no, it matters. But okay, MacBook Air, you have better Wi-Fi than me, because it's coming from your phone. Okay, I'm gonna click M3, right? I'm gonna select it. It's currently at $1,099, and I'm getting 8 gigabytes of RAM, but I can bump that up to 512 gigabytes of storage.
Yeah, because the base is
8-core CPU, 10-core GPU, 16-core neural engine, the same as you have on this. 512 gigs of storage. I can bump it up to the 7-watt USB power adapter.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wait, you can bump it up for free?
Yeah, it's included if you bump it up to 512.
Oh, okay.
And those exact specs in a way lighter computer.
Well,
literally sacrificing the better screen and the ports.
Wait. This has a better. This one has a better display.
That's it. That's literally.
It has ports and it has a better battery life.
No, it doesn't.
It does. Look at the specs. They're in front of you. It has 4 to 5 hours better battery life.
Let's see. Where does it say? It doesn't say the battery life here.
It does. Just scroll all the way down.
Oh, scroll all the way down. I'm scrolling all the way up.
It always does it last.
Like on the bottom? Like on the really bottom?
Yeah, look. Just keep.
Like in the asterisk?
No. Wait. Give it to me.
This is way more difficult than I thought it would be.
No. Oh, no. You went to the wrong place. You have to go to Mac and then compare the Macs. There's a compare my Mac and whatnot.
I'm sorry. You didn't tell me to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, open that.
Oh, compare. And then if you compare Macs, it should... Okay,
Pass.
see this.
Let me see.
And then if you look at the SoC, it's better on this Mac too.
Okay, let's see. So let's see this comparison.
Just
MacBook Pro 14-inch M3, the one you have right here. And I will select the MacBook Air 13-inch M3. What the hell? Whoa, damn. Okay, current laptops. MacBook Air 13-inch M3. Great. So, let's start right from the beginning. I'll put photos of this on screen, by the way. I can get to this pretty fast. This is a 14-inch M3 MacBook Pro. So 1 inch diagonally.
yeah. So and
It comes in space gray and silver, whilst the M3 MacBook Air comes in the midnight, starlight, space gray, and silver. It starts from $1,600, and the MacBook Air starts from $1,100. This has a 14.2 liquid Retina XDR display.
It's a better display.
It is a better display. Has the same chip. Has an 8-core CPU, 10-core GPU. That's all the same. Up to 2 terabytes of storage. That's all the same. Wait, what? Everyone was saying that the MacBook Air has the better battery life. No, this has 22 hours. The MacBook has 18.
That's what I said. It's 4 to 5 hours better battery life.
Oh, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. I'm not a human. I made a mistake. Wow. That's crazy.
No, you're not. You're
You have an artificial intelligence. I know.
you're an artificial.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No. You're Russian AI spy.
Yes, I'm Russian AI. I'm a Russian AI spy. Okay, never mind. I was wrong. So the literal only difference is the ports,
The ports, the display, the battery life.
and it's really heavy actually.
It's not that bad. Come on, lift some weights for a change.
It's kind of heavy.
It's not that bad. Come on. It's a little heavier than a.
For a laptop, it's kind of heavy.
It's not that bad. It's the same. It's the same as your Chromebook.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. It's the same. It's the exact same as your Chromebook.
Fine.
I checked. Trust me. It's the same.
I'm gonna use a Safari browser for. How heavy is the M3 MacBook Air? I mean MacBook Pro. These names are confusing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is your
3.5 pounds.
okay? Intel Celeron Chromebook. I mean, they make 100 versions of that, so I don't.
Intel inside. And, oh my god. I can't see the specs. Wait, Tim, do you have a scale by chance? Oh, damn. Okay, fine.
Why?
Fine. This would have made my life easier. But okay, Chromebook, HP, Intel inside, Intel.
3.2 pounds. 3.2 pounds. I got
How
it.
do you know?
I looked it up. It's 3.
What did you look up?
How heavy is the Intel Celeron Chromebook?
How do you know it's an Intel?
I looked. It's the exact same image on Amazon.
Oh, okay. 3.2 pounds?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Maybe it's not that heavy. Maybe I was wrong. But still, so effectively you can get the same spec MacBook Air for $1,300, right?
Yeah. Not as good battery life. So think about this, right? Your battery degrades over time. 4 hours is a big gap between two computers' battery lives. If you're looking at degradation of battery, this is gonna get you a year or two more.
Really?
Yeah, your battery life degrades if you use it.
No. Do you think it would be a year or two more?
Yeah,
I don't think
I
so.
absolutely think it. Think about it. If your battery let's say normal battery degradation is like 3 to 5% per year, right?
Yeah.
So, assuming that we divide 22 divided by 5, so you're getting around roughly 4.5 hours. So, wait, no, I did it wrong. Divide 22 hours by 22 hours battery by the 100%, right? So, and then just calculate that, and then you do that.
Wait. Okay, 22. Let's say 22 is 100%, right?
Yeah.
2 times 100. Wait. Okay, 22 is 100%.
So let's calculate it after
22.
like 5. Let's assume that after.
Oh, I know. 18 divided by 22. So the MacBook Air has 81% of the battery life than the MacBook Pro. That's 20%.
No, but it's gonna degrade by the same amount each year.
No, it won't be the same amount. When it's less, it degrades more. It's actually a curve.
Well, yeah. But
It's actually a curve.
But no. It's because it doesn't degrade by the same amount each year, but it degrades by the same rate. It degrades like
You're just saying gibberish at this
no.
point.
I know this. It decreases by the same. Think about this, right? If it's at
I'm thinking.
If it's at 100%,
I'm thinking very heavily
then
right now.
the rate could be like 1/10 of the battery. It'd just be like 10% of the battery.
The rate could be.
No, I'm not. That's just hypothetical. But I'm just saying.
It's hypothetical now.
No. It's the difference between rates and like the way it. All right, I don't want to explain this.
Oh, it's hypothetical now. So you're just accepting you're wrong.
So
Okay.
100%. All right.
It has more battery life. Fine.
And they'll buy.
But
you
it has the
to
same
get
amount. Oh, it actually has less software updates.
That's the thing. It'll have less.
It'll have less software updates because the MacBook Air was actually released later. So the
No,
MacBook Air might actually last longer.
Actually, I'll give you that. It probably has the same amount of software.
It might, but
It's iffy.
Okay, let's.
No. But then they have to account for every MacBook Air, and you think the 8-core one is gonna get as many updates as the 10-core one? We don't know. You think the one without the fan is gonna get?
Historically, yes.
No. Historically, no.
Fine. Give me an example. I'm not gonna ask for the sources. Just give me an example.
Okay. I believe it was the 2015 MacBook Pro that outlasted the 2015 Air
By how long?
by a year.
Really? Actually?
Yeah, I think so. The 2015 MacBook Pro outlasted the Air by a year.
Okay.
So-
I'm sorry.
But no. So here's the thing, right? It's rare Apple has this is getting. We don't want us to argue. I think that's kind of boring. But here's the thing. Apple. What's interesting about this is Apple's never done this. It's never released a MacBook Pro and a MacBook Air.
Yeah. They
in this sort of weird way it has.
They actually have just that's the newer shell. The old Touch
Yeah.
Bar one. I feel like I would never compare the old Touch Bar one to the better ones. But now this is in the same shell, so I feel like I have to compare to it.
No. I'm referring more to their M series line, their M1.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, I've never seen them do this because they didn't do it for the M2. They didn't do it.
Well,
for the M1.
no, they did just with the Touch Bar MacBook Pro.
Well, yeah, but no one cares about that.
Yeah. People do care about that. That's why I got so fired up. But let's just talk about the differences between the M2 MacBook Air and the M3 MacBook Air.
Okay.
So the 15-inch one is not sold anymore. for M2. No more M2 15-inch. If you want a 15-inch, you have to buy the M3. But if you want a 13-inch,
It's on the refurbished market probably.
it is on the refurbished one, but you can also buy the M1 MacBook Air Wedge on the refurbished market.
Yeah. Definitely.
So it's the same color, just Midnight has a lot of fingerprints.
Yeah.
A lot. It just looks gross at some point.
Yeah. It's a good color out of the box, but
It's a beautiful color out of the box. M3 doesn't fix it completely, but it looks better.
Yeah.
It looks way better.
No, when I got this computer, I just want to let you know it was really interesting because it said it wasn't updated to the latest Mac OS.
Oh yeah, I remember that. You told me.
It was updated to one in August. So these things have been these things have been sitting in a warehouse for like 4 months. But by the time I got
weird,
them,
because Apple had a whole thing where they developed their own thing to update their machines over air.
no, it wasn't just mine. There was like a big issue on Twitter with a lot of different Mac. Apple fixed it eventually. Of
on
course.
Twitter. That's a good source right there.
No, on Twitter. All right,
Okay, I get
yeah.
it. Nevertheless, there's no space black for the M3 MacBook Airs. That would be nice, actually.
Yeah.
That would be very nice. Space black isn't matte black,
Yeah.
but it's nice. It's fine. 18 hours of battery life on both. There's Wi-Fi 6E on the M3 MacBook
Yeah, but
Air.
this is make a difference. Make us different.
Unless you have a 6E router, it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah. For the vast majority of people, it doesn't matter.
Has same amount of ports.
For the 2% increase in Wi-Fi speed, it really doesn't matter.
I still think you should have had an SD card slot. An SD card slot would fit. It's HDMI sticker, fine, but an SD card slot would fit.
This one has SD card slot.
But it's $300 more expensive for a better screen and an SD card slot in 4 hours more battery life.
Yeah, but that's worth it in my opinion, and a much better display.
But it's way more heavy than the MacBook Air.
So who cares?
But the whole point of the MacBook Air is that it's slight.
Yeah, then that has its own market. This has its own market. They're two completely different products.
Oh, it has its own market. What's the market of that?
Pretty much anyone who wants a computer that's beefy, bulky, and has a better battery life, better display, and just has a better chip on board without having to pay an extra $200 on the MacBook. If you walk the Apple price ladder, you get a $9.99.
Oh, the Apple price ladder is a whole other rant. That's not right now. I'm not talking about the Apple price ladder right now. So basically, why do people buy a MacBook Pro? Normal people.
Because they're idiots. I'll give you that. Because they're idiots. Most normal people buy.
Oh my god. I you didn't let me finish. Normal people like video editors, music. I was gonna say creators, but it's not really. People who work in like Logic and stuff, not GarageBand.
GarageBand is underrated.
I have my own thoughts about that, but I won't share them right now because I was talking about something else. Okay, so basically, it's people who have an intense workload, right?
Not this MacBook Pro.
Yeah, I'm talking about the
in general. In
general, people who have an intense workload. People who buy the MacBook Air are students, or people who just want to scroll Facebook or watch YouTube.
Yeah.
People who buy that want a status symbol.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The average person, for me, it worked out better for different reasons.
I told you why it worked out. What reasons? Tell me.
No, I told you why it worked out better, right?
Okay. That's fine. So there's a slight price discount. That's fine. But still. Once again, that people who buy the MacBook Air are students or people who want a laptop that works well. They can do intensive tasks. Semi-intensive tasks. Like if they want to use Blender or use DaVinci, it works.
Yeah, it does. You need the M2 Ultra for more of that, though.
For DaVinci or Blender? Oh, for very advanced Blender ones, yeah. Like I heard one of the people who like. You know the Vision Pro render that was out for a long time?
Yeah.
From like 2018 with like the blue strap?
Yeah, that was the outdated one.
Yeah, that was the original render for it. It was leaked. And the guy who rendered it does a lot of Apple leak renders. And like I remember him tweeting that like when Twitter was still Twitter.
Now it's
that,
X.
Like, yeah. That he was like waiting for them to Mac Pro because the the M2 Max Ultra whatever couldn't handle his workload. He was waiting for the Mac Pro. It's crazy. Okay, fine. Maybe not for Blender. Maybe that was for intensive renders in Blender. Normal renders do work semi well. So, but the big difference, which I didn't even get to because I got so fired up about the argument. So, how many external displays can your computer support? Tell me.
One.
What if you close the laptop and use an external keyboard?
It won't work.
No, it will. That's called clamshell mode. It's still one.
But it won't work like. I tried that. It didn't work like properly.
Because you need a keyboard and a mouse.
Oh, I had a wireless one.
No, you can't. You just have to click on the monitor and then it'll show up the login page. How do you think people use it in clamshell mode? Okay.
No,
whatever.
I thought that they would just like wire. It would only work with like a wired keyboard and mouse.
Oh no.
Okay.
No. Basically, effectively, another difference between the M2 and M3 MacBook Air and even that computer is that it can support 2 external displays.
Yeah.
But the MacBook Air has to be closed. My question is, what if you put in like 3 terminal lines? First one turning on a third display and other ones making the trackpad and keyboard work.
In the terminal, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't think that would work. Would it? Are you sure?
I don't know. I don't have a MacBook Air to test this on. I don't know.
Well, let me go to terminal.
Don't do that. Oh my god, it might mess up your computer.
Okay.
I won't do that. I'm just saying.
Wait, let me. That's actually dumb.
Yeah, look up. Maybe it might not work very well because Apple has a reason for this. But, like.
Maybe they're just like weird. Or they
Still.
just like they just do this for Apple does the most obscure things for random reasons. Is that why you think Google's a better company overall?
Well, I think Linux is better OS than Windows because Windows does a lot of weird things, but that's a different story. So basically, this all comes down to where Apple came from. Who was the founder of Apple? Tell me.
Founder.
Oh my God, Steve Jobs.
Okay.
Steve Jobs.
He's not the only founder. I was looking at all three. There are
No.
three
Steve
people that
Jobs was
founded.
the first founder, no?
Steve Wozniak, Jobs, and
Oh, maybe I was wrong.
there are 3 founders. There was no first
Oh yeah, there was
founder.
3. Oh yeah, it was
One of them sold their shares in the company for like $800. It would have been worth like a couple.
You know?
100 billion.
Notice this. So, I told you this before, I think, on the episode that we never aired. Steve Jobs, or maybe I told Lucas, I don't know. There was like 3 episodes that never got aired because of the footage issue.
Yeah.
Or 2, I don't remember. It's fine. So basically, it was Steve Jobs, Ronald Wayne, and Steve Wozniak. Everyone, while Steve Jobs was there, both of them left the company.
Yeah.
And Johnny Ive at one point also left the company, who was the chief design officer. Because Steve Jobs was a very bad person. He was a
He was a narcissist.
He wasn't just a narcissist. You know the story about how the most productive, the best tool for productivity, the iPad still doesn't have a calculator app? You know when the iPad
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
because
yeah.
Steve Jobs didn't like the design.
Yeah, Steve Jobs said, "Oh, I don't like how that looks."
The way I think of Steve Jobs, the analogies can sound crazy. He's like the Kanye West of like tech products and design and CEOs.
I mean, I wouldn't make that comparison because
Cause he's crazy. That's why.
I mean,
what he did
look,
was
okay.
he's a genius, but he's so obscure in what he
Look,
does as
I'll say Steve Jobs was kind of crazy, but
I'm saying in the sense that they're like both crazy. I don't mean like that one is objectively more crazy. I'm saying that they're both talented at what they do. But
Kanye did make great music in 2007.
Yeah, that last album was not good.
The last album was kind of eh.
Yeah.
But like whatever it's called, Graduation, I think, banger album.
Every album he's made up until Jesus is King was one of the most impactful albums.
Yeah, I still don't know how the songs from the like newest album are on the Billboard Top 100.
No. I think Carnival charted #1, but that's out of the.
I didn't really like Carnival, but okay. No, but like this album,
Graduation.
yeah, banger album.
Yeah,
It's from 2007, but it's banger. Okay. That's okay.
That's
fine.
a different topic.
Off topic. But still, like the best productivity tool, allegedly the iPad, doesn't have a calculator app, and it's just coming from that Yes, Steve Jobs wanted everything to be perfect,
Because he's
but he
meticulous
was also a
in design.
maniac.
He's meticulous in design. He doesn't. He
Okay.
prioritizes that.
Tell me this. Was a meticulous design choice naming the Apple lease after his daughter, who his wife took with him after leaving him? Also a good meticulous design choice.
That's all right. I admitted before he's a narcissist, but that has nothing to do with design. I think that's just him being a narcissist.
He was kind of a maniac and a psychopath. But
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like, did you
I
know
wouldn't call that narcissist.
another crazy Steve Jobs story is that he like only ate apples and stuff.
Oh yeah.
He only ate
that.
fruit, and then when he got diagnosed with cancer, they basically told him like,
It's
"Yo,
'cause
we
you-
can put you on chemotherapy and stuff," and he's like, "Nah, I'm gonna eat fruit and I'm gonna get better." And then that did not turn out well for him, to say.
Yeah,
the
I don't
least.
know why people respect Steve Jobs to the way he is. Like,
No.
oh yeah, also
As a person, he was not a great
He-
person.
he-
As a visionary, as
he
a
did make
design-
something semi good.
the
Fine,
iPhone was
fine.
semi good. As a visionary, as the architect of pretty
Fine,
much all of
fine.
our futures, I think that Steve
Okay,
Jobs
fine.
is one of
The iPhone was pretty good. It was pretty good. it was pretty good.
Bro, what was Android putting out at the time, bro? It didn't even
Android
exist.
didn't exist at the time.
Yeah.
Did you know that Android was actually originally a camera operating system?
Yeah, and then it became a phone operating. It was open source
Well,
by Google.
Andy Rubin then got bought by.
Oh, do you know what? Speaking of Andy Rubin, do you know what's been going on with him?
Oh,
Look him up.
okay,
Now-
never mind. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I don't think he was that great of a person. If you want that moral superiority there over at Android, Cam.
Well, Android was modern Android was mostly developed by Google.
Okay, but I'm saying the founder.
Fine.
If you're gonna complain about how bad Apple is now,
Fine.
then why are you bringing up Steve Jobs from 15 years ago?
Okay, Steve Jobs was a very smart person.
Yeah.
He was kind of a psychopath with everything
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah.
But he still made something that shaped all of our futures, which was the iPhone. I actually used an iPhone 3GS when I was a kid.
Do you still have that in like the house?
Yeah.
I have like the original iPod Touch in my house too.
Oh my god, yeah. I also used the 2019 iPod Touch.
Yeah.
My dad bought one. I hated it, and I used that for a bit. It was actually fun. It was fun.
The 20. No,
The
every
last
kid.
iPod Touch.
No, every kid gets an iPod Touch, and they get groomed into the ecosystem. I had an iPod Touch when I was like 10.
Wait, still?
No, I mean it's still lying in some house hibernating.
No.
but,
Do kids actually like? I heard like young kids like 8 and 9 getting phones.
No,
Like,
yeah.
that's
Now they just get phones.
crazy.
Now they just get phones because parents are wild nowadays. They're just like crazy.
No, that's like crazy how young kids get phones. Like I got
There's
a phone
kids
when
that
I was
get phone.
12.
There's no. I grew
When
up
did you get
around.
a phone?
I got a phone when I was 13.
Oh, I got a phone when I was 12 because I got lost. Because I was like on this group hike and my mom was like, "Oh yeah, go ahead with them," and then we turned somewhere else with two guys and then we got lost and then my mom was like, "Okay, fair, maybe it's time," but like yeah, like I don't understand this like giving 8 and 9-year-olds phones.
Yeah, it's just there's kids. Like I had a friend. I'm not gonna say who, but he had a phone
That's
when he
fine,
was
yeah.
7. He was
Damn.
7 years old. Like that is ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
Or like not even before you get a phone, we all see those iPad kids in like the corner that can't behave
Okay.
unless they have an iPad.
Okay, so I had an iPad. Probably you had an
Yeah.
iPad too.
Yeah, I had an iPad too.
That was my like device where I would
No.
watch YouTube. I would
No,
play
but
games
like
on that.
yeah, every kid has one, right? But
That's
like
fine.
but like the parents manage it, right? Like
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
really their iPad. It's
I
like
think I didn't have screen time on mine, but like my mom would tell me, "Oh yeah, get off the iPad."
my
now."
mom would just take it. I had 20 minutes of screen time every day
Oh,
when I was
nice.
a kid. When I was like ages like 5 through 10, 20 minutes of screen. Then they broadened it to an hour. Like they made it.
Oh, nice,
yeah.
nice.
What 10 to 13 now that I have a phone, all my homework is online. They really just can't do anything. about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like, but 8-year-olds don't have online homework. I
Yeah.
mean, like 7-year-olds don't have online homework. I'm
nowadays,
sorry.
no. Nowadays,
Do
like,
they?
yeah, I was looking
Are
at
you
like
crazy?
Google Classroom. It's now you know how it used to start when we were in like 4th grade. Now it's at like all the first graders have like no. I don't know if you remember this thing, right? But there's this
Uh-huh.
thing. It was like Seesaw.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My civics teacher still uses it.
Yeah.
My history teacher still
Yeah.
uses that.
So that's what like they use.
I remember that.
Those
Yeah.
online, and then they use that through Google Classroom
But
too.
we would never like take the iPads home when
Yeah, they don't take the iPads home, but, like,
that.
all their work in school is used on like
all of it. Damn.
a lot of it, from what I've heard. is used like on Seesaw and Zern and all these like.
You know, like my brother who was actually on last episode. He sent me a photo where it's like, one sec. Let me pull it up.
No, didn't you open with your brother saying that like, oh, I have no relation to that.
Yeah, that was a joke, okay? And later, like right when I stopped, like right when I cut to like finish the episode in the edit, I actually asked him, "Yo, are you going home now? Cause like that would be great if you could drop me off."
Yeah.
So read that.
Really don't think it's fair. I had to help our parents use a printer. Now we have to help our kids use. Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah. Remember stealing paper when you were a kid from the printer?
Oh yeah. Just
Oh my god, that was great. That was so out
and
of
my
context.
parents would get so mad at me.
Oh my god, yeah. Damn, Andy Rubin is 60 now?
Yeah, he's old.
Damn. I feel like I'm old, but I'm not, but okay.
Do you know Linux Phone?
Linux Phone?
Yeah, they made one.
They tried.
They tried, but it did not turn out.
It didn't turn out very well. Linux isn't the best user interface. It's
No,
a
no,
little
no.
harder to use, but it's gone a long
No,
way.
the thing is
since,
that the why am I stuttering? The principles of Linux were in the phone. They're implemented really well, but I think the
Dumb.
issue was that the hardware
UI?
sucked.
Yeah. Well, the hardware.
It's a first gen product. I didn't expect it to be the iPhone or
basically
anything,
with
but
Linux, it works really well.
you just have it just looks like it's from the 1990s.
Well, no, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't. Oh my god.
Compared to how intuitive things are now, it doesn't look that good.
The user UI is good. People think that it didn't change at all, but it did.
Yeah, it did.
There are some issues with like sometimes some apps aren't supported. What's really cool? Oh my god, Spotify is the best app. It works on everything. It works on most Linux kernels. It works on Android. It works on iOS. It works on Chrome OS, and it works on Windows and Mac.
Yeah, the Mac app for Spotify is like objectively
The
better.
Linux app is pretty
than
good too, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. And Discord works. Everything works that you need, except sometimes there's like an issue, like to get Chrome. I got the actual version of Chrome on Linux. It's not bad. It has sync and everything.
So is Chrome
What?
on Linux like?
Yes. It's so basically, Windows and Mac are one version, one current version. You
No.
understand?
Yeah.
Like Mac OS and there's a bunch of Linux distros or distributions. People, I
Yeah,
think
because
it's
it's
called.
open source, right? It's open source.
Yeah, it's open source. That's a benefit of it. Basically, the best ones are Mint and Ubuntu, and there's a bunch of other ones which are good
Yeah.
for some tasks. So you can't just really say it's like when people. It's like Android, where there's a bunch of companies that make Android phones, and you can't just say, "Oh yeah, Android doesn't have screen recording." Well, all of them do, but like.
Yeah.
You
But
can find one from the 90s,
every
which doesn't.
every Android operating system is fine tuned based on
So-
the hardware developer.
I'm fine with fine tuning Android for different phones. We're actually going to talk about an Android phone a little bit more after this. I don't like when companies skin Android phones, like skin the
Yeah.
software. I don't like that because it just makes the software harder to run, and it just sometimes doesn't look like good, like that, like the Samsung Squircle icons. That's enough Apple talk for now. We're gonna talk about an Android phone. Nothing Phone 2A is out. Speaking of skinning Android phones, you know Nothing. Like
Yeah, the nothing. The guy that left OnePlus went
Yeah.
there. And then,
yeah. They have a YouTube channel now, which is actually really thriving. Basically, this new phone for $350, you can get 8 gigabytes of RAM and I think 256 gigs of storage, which is like the literal M3 MacBook Air.
mhm.
It's not as good as Chip, but still, it's a crazy cheap phone.
Yeah.
It's not a flagship phone. A stands for affordable in most Android phones. but
Does it still have those features? Wait, let me just look at that.
the glyph interface?
Yeah.
Yeah, it still does. It's less to save costs. It's like just around the camera. It looks really cool, actually. But it's really big. It doesn't run on all networks.
Can you
in the US.
imagine what the profit margins are on that thing? Like it can't be good.
I know they saved slightly on the camera. They don't have wireless charging.
Yeah, no one uses that anyways.
I use wireless charging.
Why?
Oh my god. You know what? Once we stop recording, I'll show you there's actually a wireless charger on one of those desks.
They don't work. They degrade your battery. They don't really work.
They don't
as
degrade your
efficient.
battery.
Just plug it in. Take the 2 other seconds to plug it in. It's not that bad. It's not that deep, bro.
Okay, fine.
They do degrade your battery because they cause more heat, and heat is bad for the battery. It degrades it.
No,
It's inefficient charging. It's not good for your battery.
fine. But MagSafe on iPhone is very good.
Yeah, MagSafe is...
MagSafe is really-
MagSafe on iPhone is better, but it's not 100%.
MagSafe is one of the best features iPhone had in a long time.
Yeah.
But Nothing Phone 2 is really sick. He's just really big. It's like an iPhone 15 Pro Max, just slightly bigger. It's huge. But it's so nice. It's like the glyph interface on the back, like you see around the cameras.
Yeah.
Search it up. It's cut really nice, and they did cut costs, but I think it's better than normal Nothing phones.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely is. Well, it was nice, talking
Yeah, this
to
was
you.
nice. Oh, well, I guess that's
Alright.
it.
Well, Lucas will be here next time if
Yep.
you hated me.
No, it's fun. Well, thanks for watching. I don't know. I used to say next episode Friday, but it's never Friday. So
Yeah.
thanks for watching. See ya.